Very good morning to all my dear students. This is your Asha teacher. Today I have come to you with a video connected to the lesson in your English Bal Bharati textbook, Autobiography of a Great Indian Bastard. Somebody is trying to tell its own story to you. Autobiography means one's own story told by ourselves. Who is telling the story? Here, this is the Great Indian Bastard. What is this great GIB, it's known as, trying to tell us? It is trying to tell you and make you aware that its life is in danger. And why is that so? I have brought some clips from Conservation India. Conservation India, whenever we talk about conservation, one wild animal is always shown there, which is the tiger. We are all cutting our jungles to make place for homes without realizing that by doing this we are endangering the lives of the wild animals. These animals, they are all staying in the jungle and they are all helpful to us, we don't realize. And once their number goes on decreasing and it becomes so small, the number of tigers, or for that any matter, the animals number has become so small that it is on the verge of extinct. Extinct means they will be vanished from the face of the earth, right? And in that, among those animals, one great bird, how beautiful it looks. Look at that. It's the Great Indian Bastard. Okay. Conservation Red Alert. This comes to you from Conservation Red Alert with perhaps fewer than 200. See the number, children. It is just 200. Great Indian bastards left in the wild. Will this magnificent bird be the first mega species to go extinct in India in recent times? We have to act now or say goodbye to the Great Indian Bastard. That means this bird is specially found in our country. This is one of the world's rarest birds. It is one of the rarest birds. Rarest means, what do you mean by rare? Which is found in very few number. It's not found everywhere. For example, if I talk about a bird called parrot, you will be able to see this parrot almost everywhere. But this bird is not found everywhere, so it's known as the rarest birds, right? Now, this bird is a tall, handsome, and one of the world's heaviest flying birds. Bird's body is made in such a way, children, that their bones are hollow so that they are able to fly, because with a heavy body it cannot fly so easily. But an exception again you find in this bird. Even though its body is heavy, it is able to fly. It is one of the it's so tall, it looks very beautiful, handsome, and even though its body is so heavy, it is able to fly. Okay. Then comes the fact that what is the habitat of this bird? It is a resident of short grass plains and deserts in large arid landscapes. You will be able to find this bird not as in jungles or anywhere, even in places where the greenery is less, short grass plains, and even in deserts you will be, arid regions also you are able to see this bird. Okay. The bird has disappeared from over 90% of its former range and survives in just a few small and fragmented pockets. They are found among the wild animals, and due to many reasons, their number has become so very less. Okay. Now, what are the reasons why they have come to be so less? It continues a slide due to several reasons, such as The number has already declined, and it is going on reducing, it is going on decreasing, it is going on declining because of some of the reasons, which is given as follows, children. The first reason being that hunting in India and Pakistan. Many a people have the habit of hunting the animals, due to which they get killed and their number goes on decreasing. Another reason is that poor protection in traditional laking sites where they court and breed. They are living in a very open space. There is no protection for them, so the reproduction process is not taking place properly, and so their numbers are not. One way they are being killed, they are being destroyed, and another way the reproduction is not taking place. As a result, so is the decline in the number. Reduction of undisturbed habitat due to reckless development projects like energy, irrigation and roads. Another reason why this is happening is that where the place is their home, that place is being taken by the humans for development projects like energy, irrigation and building roads. We are all thinking about our own facilities, not thinking that this actually is the home of so many animals, and in that way we are destroying these poor animals. Widespread agricultural expansion and use of chemical fertilizers. Now, we are all humans more bothered about the crops, the wheat, rice and so forth, and for that most of the land we are converting into agricultural lands, and to get more yield we use fertilizers, and that too what kind of fertilizers? Chemical fertilizers, and that in turn affects the health of these birds. Another reason is that livestock overgrazing. Then what happens is these birds are getting affected because of the livestock overgrazing. And the reason why they are getting destroyed is collisions with power lines. We all in today's world has come from the dark region to the region places where we have so much of light, and for the power supply we have these electric lines running helter skelter, and these poor birds in their flight, they get stuck up in those power lines and they die. One of the reasons why their number is decreasing. Insensitive tourists and photographers. Another reason is that, and domestic and feral dogs, they are also attacking these poor creatures. The status of the other three bustards in India, McQueen's, Lesser Florican and Bengal Florican, are also alarming. There are many species of these birds, and all these species are in danger as of today. We believe that the great Indian bustard can be saved, but it will require concerted and cooperative action by several institutions. If we want to protect them from becoming extinct, we have to take extra care in doing things so that they will be, at least the ones those are remaining will remain, and then we can save them from getting extinct like we are doing with the tigers. So for that, what needs to be done? Secure and fully protect all laking sites, launch a full-scale Project Bustard conservation program, constitute a Great Indian Bustard task force in every state where they occur, and evaluate a scientific captive breeding program. They have to be, because the number has declined so much that if we want their number to increase, the breeding also should be done properly, so that their number increases in the future. It will be an absolute shame if we allow this magnificent bird to go extinct. So let us all act now and protect this great species, the great Indian bustard.